How's it going, everybody? My name's Necro and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4.
No need for adjustments.
In the last episode we got Dr. Lee back with the Brotherhood and we received this quest, Liberty Reprimed, which is something I am quite excited for. I don't think we need to do any of these. No. Right. Let's get to it. Where do we need to go? Boston Airport.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
I'm on Dogmeat. Let's go. I've arrived. Talk to Mr. Lady again.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project.
Hell
How much
yes.
has Maxon told you about it?
He seems
is
to feel
important.
it's pretty important.
Important is an understatement. We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. I hope it's worth it. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind
Okie
as a
dokie.
bat, I'm sure you've
Oh, shit.
noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big
for now.
beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bin full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal.
Obviously you'll remember
Unfortunately,
Liberty Prime
was
from Fallout
destroyed in
3.
the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
No.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
My help? I don't know a thing about robot repair.
Why don't we leave the repairing to my scribes? You're going to be doing the legwork. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Okay, we gotta speak to Lee again. There's his face. What's he found? This is something I get annoyed with. Every time it says Dogmeat finds something, you can't find him. He just fucks off. What have you found? Look at this. Got hot tootsies. Let's go. Alright, well, oh yeah, we've got to speak to Lee. Fast travel. hope everyone's had a good Friday so far. Been looking forward to the weekend. Been down the pub.
Attention.
Or the pub.
This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below. Thoroughly secure all
There's another
gear
one.
while on the flight deck. Thank
Where
you.
is it?
Well now, wondered
Oh.
when I'd see you again.
Oh, Brandis. Jesus.
Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone say that. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I want you to have my old gun. It kept me
hello.
alive all those years. Maybe it can do the same for you.
That's not too bad.
Thank you, Paladin.
It's not exactly regulation issue, but I hope it serves you as well as it served me. I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
I shall treat your gun like it's my own child.
No. You can't go around dropping valuable things like that.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take a chance?
Where's it? Shit, oh, there's you right there.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
Oh, for God's sake.
What changed your mind?
Nothing changed my mind. I promised you I'd return to the Brotherhood, and I've kept my end of the bargain.
Do I need to remind you why you made that promise in the first place?
No, that won't be necessary. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
That was fucking easy. Alright. Back to Mr.
What's our
Lady.
next move?
I'd gladly lay down my life to accuse humanity.
For you, sister.
She might not look like much, but Fridwin gets the job done.
Yeah. Always for losers.
Proctor Ingram.
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but I've dealt with worse. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Right.
Liberating the
Okie dokie.
Commonwealth.
Where to first? Hospital. Surprise! Oh my god! I forgot I installed that. Oh.
When Madame Pompadour was on a ballroom floor, said all the gentlemen obviously.
Hello? Oh shit. Is that him? Yes. That's brilliant. There's another bit right there. Bitch smacking my dog. Oh. Take that. Oh.
Got it. Sweet.
I hear something! Go ahead and hide, little bleeder!
Max capacity. What's my one at? So, ooh. Yeah, more weapon damage. Sweet. This single fire. Yeah. Oh. There we. Fuck is that, man? High powered magnet.
Hey, you disappear! No fair!
Fine.
Gotta come out sooner or later!
I don't know what's doing that, I really don't. How am I constructing these actuators then? Oh, the airport workshop, okay.
I can smell you out there, little snake.
Let's go. Okay, to the workshop. Ah, oh, stop me, found something. Where is it? Over here. Special. Just got enough of it. Boom. Done did. I guess I'll just leave him there. Where's Mr. Man?
If you run into any Sims,
Or Mr. Lady,
shoot to kill.
rather.
We don't take prisoners.
Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's
You got
basic
no
functions, and he's
leg.
ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't.
Hey, where are you going? We're almost done with Prime.
I'm right fucking here. Calm your tits.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up and you can say hello. Good luck.
Hello. That'll be it for this episode, guys, but if you like the video, leave a
Rearming
like
Prime
and
with
I'll see
nukes
you in the
should
next
get him back to
episode.
full fighting potential.